Yo, it's another Thursday, and we're back in the woods. It feels like it's been so long. How does everyone do? How does everyone do?
Do.
You
do well.
everyone feeling a little woody, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Oh, not so early in the night, Chief.
That's how we always start. We start strong here. We start stiffly, and then we loosen up throughout the night.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Not Pip. What does everyone remember? What perils? What triumphs? Sadness? Joy?
Parted ways with Ulysses.
Oh.
The sheriff.
We
The
did.
sheriff is gone.
It was bittersweet, I guess, to see him go, but felt fitting.
No such thing.
He was determined.
To bring his family back, and brought them back he did. Having to hang up his hat. Actually, no, never mind. You never hang up that hat.
Please don't.
But at least gets to relax with his family and be the man he's always wanted to be. And from there, and that sad goodbye, our heroes found themselves following Pip's beacon, his sunflower, which led them through this is probably the last time you hear me say it, the Buff Boys Wood.
I don't think it's going to come back.
We have
Following the sunflower, they led through a path through their wood that led to another open grassy plain, and at the edge of it, immense trees, larger than they've ever seen before. And it seems like this part of the forest is maybe older, and something more ancient seems to hang in the air here. And as you walked past these massive trees, with them being so big, the space between them almost feels like grassland to you. You noticed a thick smoke clouding the air, and hums far off in the distance, the sweet, sultry hums. But you haven't just seen anything just yet. I'm gonna say, as you were walking through, you felt a little hunger, maybe passing over you, but nothing too crazy with some good constitution rolls from you boys. And I think as you're getting closer to the humming and it's growing louder and more rhythmic, Brooklyn's gonna blaze up, and you can't really tell which direction it's kind of coming from, and it seems to completely envelop you guys all around. And you hear a grinding and a flame kind of working in the background. What do you guys do?
That's a good question.
on God.
An enemy, perhaps.
Yes.
I don't know. You really think it's going to be an enemy immediately?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Fair point. Maybe we can approach it quietly. Or at least as he's clanking around in his arm.
Clink, clink, clink. Pip, you do notice that your sunflower is fixed in a direction that's like northeast. But the sound seems to surround you.
Okay, but is that the direction that's the direction we've been going in?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just call out to who goes there?
And no response seems to come back, and the rhythmic humming seems to continue.
That's blasted smoke. Orle, can you see anything?
I can try. Maybe. He's gonna like glance in, see if anything shows up. His little peepers.
Glance into like the smoke in that direction.
Yeah, look around.
Yeah.
See what I can see.
Give me a perception.
All right, that is a
Something
Is-
stupid. A 22.
24.
Yeah. You
Thank you. Cheers.
ooh, there's my coffee.
Oh, I need a drink.
Thank you.
Oh, wait.
You peer into the smoke, and your staff, the firefly staff, seems to shake a little bit, and your eyes glow. But you're still not able to really cut through the fog. But you do notice something else, some ways behind you. It's kind of hard to tell with how thick the fog is, but you seem to feel a presence. Like a thick, like almost like a storm is brewing, like that thick air of like heavy humidity. You get that kind of like presence and feeling behind you some ways.
But that's where we came from.
Yes.
This tall grass.
Yeah. And you do feel another presence that's kind of in the direction of Pip's sunflower. That's mixed with this kind of like soothing, like a nice soothing smell, like a breeze of flowers when the wind blows through the flowers, how it kind of makes you relax a little bit. You get that kind of calming feeling mixed in with this chaotic flame that seems to spark every once in a while, and that's coming from the direction of Pip's sunflower, but you can't make anybody out.
No, I mean I can't really see anything, but I feel like there's somebody behind us and
Behind us?
somebody in front of us, or at least like something. I don't know how to explain it. It's like this presence.
Ambush?
I don't know. It doesn't feel particularly
Gentlemen,
dangerous.
gentlemen,
Give me staff.
worry not. We're just three fine gentlemen going on a merry jaunt.
And,
Following
I
a
mean,
flower.
we hear something up in front of us, so maybe let's just go find that out first.
Indeed.
Carry on then.
Let's approach the song.
Continue.
Perhaps a siren is at the end of it. Hmm?
And
Sorry.
you carry on. But as soon as Orly mentions this other presence, something feels a little different now to you, Pip. You feel a little spark of nether in the air. And I'm going to need you to make another survival, but at disadvantage this time.
Alrighty.
Another survival or another survival?
Both. Another nether survival.
Here we go.
Alpha's so cute.
12.
Big bear. With a 12, you guys start walking a bit, and after a minute, your sunflower starts to go haywire and just starts spinning uncontrollably, and the seems to fade. And you're left in this eerily quiet part of the large forest.
Does the smoke disappear?
The smoke is still there.
It's still there. I'll put out the flower. I'll stop the spell.
Did it hurt?
It stops, and the sunflower withers and dies, falls to the floor, and your staff turns back to normal.
Something isn't right here.
What have you done, dirt boy?
It's not what I have done. It is what this wood has done. It's misleading us.
Should get to the bottom of this.
Let's be cautious.
We burn the wood until it gives us back our flower. What say you?
I believe the wood is already on fire.
Yeah, I don't think we need to burn it if there's already so much smoke.
Damn it, boys. What are we to do? Without the flower, how are we to find our way through?
First, let's deal with this smoke. It's incessant. It smells terrible.
Not sure how to do that though.
I'm just gonna barrel in a direction.
You
Wait for us.
barrel off and go through some he goes through some of the taller grass that seems to want to battle the trees over here. Maybe even look up in frustration, and you notice way up in the trees, it seems exactly as you said, like the treetops are burning. And every once in a while, you could look at the grains in the trees higher up, and you could see hot flashes of red go through them. But the trees seem completely healthy. But this part of the forest seems completely foreign to you.
Okay. Over here! I'll call out.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow the sound of Pip's voice.
You follow the sound. Could everyone give me a little constitution check one more time?
Okay.
Alright.
17? I think it's higher because we're next to Tom.
Yeah,
Plus 3, baby.
I have a 17 with all the bonuses.
So for me, I rolled a 13 on the die, plus 4, so 17.
Beautiful. Yeah, you guys don't feel any different still walking in this smoke. Still just maybe a little hungry, but other than that, you're vibing. You feel good. But directionless, you seem. Yeah, well, and also, as you are chasing after Pip Orley, the presence that you felt in front of you of that warmth mixed with the chaotic fire dissipates, but that storm humidity, that's still behind you, but a little further now, it seems.
As if it's moving away, or just because I'm moving forward?
Because you're moving forward. Yeah.
So it's it stayed still. Okay.
I'm not gonna chase them. Schmoopsy and I are just gonna. I'm walking next to Schmoopsy because I'm trying to stay a little bit lower. Actually, no, Tom's stupid. He wouldn't know that. He's riding Schmoopsy. Yeah, and he's chasing them. Actually, yeah, that would. Wait for me.
Right here.
You're
Why is it so spooky up here?
riding on Smoopsy, maybe being a little rougher with the terrain too, as Smoopsy's kind of breaking down grass and scratching stuff, and these massive trees she's never seen before too, so she's scratching against them more and stuff. And as you guys are making your way, Tom, you actually hear almost hoof sounds somewhere maybe 15 feet away.
That and I can't see them.
Yeah.
Because of the smoke?
You're not sure.
Is there a way I could find out? I'll move 15 feet. Like that's.
Yeah, sure. You move, like veer off from the boys quickly and move towards the sound of the hooves and get to a stop and see nothing. You take a second and hear them again 15 feet away, further into the smoke.
Gentlemen, do you hear the hooves?
Hear Tom shout a bit through the thick fog. You could see him a bit, but he's fading a bit.
There are hooves.
Do we hear the hooves?
What are you
You
talking
guys do
about?
not hear them.
No.
Oh, that does not
I'm not
lose.
hearing anything.
You must trust your captain. There are hooves this way.
Follow his voice.
Okay. Say so.
You guys make
It
haste
behooves us to believe there are hooves.
and go another 15 feet away, and you see kind of like a large, I guess, like canopy, like another grove that the roots of the trees seem to like gnarl and make this like opened up passage, and inside is completely dark.
That
Hooves
doesn't seem too good.
being. Where are you? Out with it now. I've had enough.
Out from the darkness of the cave, a peach rolls out.
Is that a peach? I'll dismount from Schmoopsy.
Boots hit the ground. The echo of your boots ring through this eerily quiet part of the
I'll be
forest.
15 feet away from where the peach has fallen. Exactly 15 feet away.
Oh.
And then I'll go and pick up the peach.
When you stop 15 feet away from it, exactly identical to you, you see horns peek out from the entrance of the cave, and then two massive inky black hands that seem to like ooze and drip. Long sharp nails and elongated fingers pop out, and like this bone stag head over the rest of this inky body leans out and takes a step as you take your first step towards the peach.
If I stop, does it stop? I'll take another step towards the beach.
And it does as well. Give me a little perception roll.
I have advantage because of my
Yeah.
sentinel.
You guys could all give me a perception roll if you like to.
Okay, we're seeing this.
You're seeing this, yes.
Okay.
What is
And a
that?
17.
Say a little thank you to critical crafting.
16.
So no, for me it's a 20 actually in total, a non-natural.
18. Nope, sorry. That's not an 18. That is a plus
27.
13. No, it's only a dirty 20.
Wait, what just happened?
Hmm?
What just happened? Did I delete it? I feel like I deleted
Oh,
it. No.
very reminiscent of when in Champ Season 1, I believe, we fought the Leshen.
The Leshen. Yeah, you guys...
Shadim was there for that.
Yeah, I remember that thing. You guys notice that its vision
You were there.
is transfixed
I do.
on Schmoopsy,
On Schmoopsy.
even as it's taking its steps.
Abomination.
Is it?
I'm going to. I'm gonna Misty Step to the beach.
You misty step.
I was
To
the
the
maid bandit,
beach.
but okay.
And
Not smart.
it misty steps as
No.
well.
Oh, fuck.
And it pops up in front of you and
I don't believe
takes a swipe at
Fuck.
you. And I'm gonna need in it from everyone, boys.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I hope I can go before it.
Woo!
Rolling.
I'm rolling freaking hot today.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go 19. Let's go.
Damn, with all that armor?
But my armor is.
Natty 20, let's go!
Oh,
Yay!
give me 1 second.
Yes.
Yeah. So I rolled an 8.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Okay, so 2 20s? Is that what I heard?
I know. I know. Natty 20 for Theta, and a 19 for me.
Tom, 19, and Orly
8.
8. Ooh, let's see
Just
what
a
this
little
boy
slower than everyone else.
do. Tom, what's your dex?
Tommy boy, his dex is 13, so +1.
Oh, you go first. Well, actually, before them, sorry, Pip goes first.
Yeah.
I'll say, as it's going, it would get a surprise round, on Tom, because this thing did attack first. But if you use up your reaction, like for the round, I'll say you could interfere or use your attack before this attack, Pip.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because of that nat 20.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna say like you reacted fast, and can act accordingly.
Yeah, so I think as
Like-
soon as it appears out of its misty step, I'm already like taking a step forward. I get myself within 30 feet of the thing, and I'm gonna like raise up my staff, and all these like roots from the tall grass and stuff are gonna come up and reach and to meet the end of the staff that's in the air. And I am going to try and cast Charm Monster on it. So the staff's gonna glow and attract its attention, and it's got to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, a wisdom saving throw. You say. Ooh. What is that to beat? Well, actually,
Wisdom 17.
oh, that's only a 7.
Okay. Wait. So, technically, we're already in combat because it's already swiping at us. That's the whole reason for this initiative. So it does have advantage on the roll.
Oh. Don't mind if I do. Oh, that's a 21.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's a 21.
There's rules for a reason.
Oh my goodness. Disrespect.
And he
Oh.
flinches.
I appreciate that so much. You pop off your spell and like it slows it down for a second. As it wants to stop. And I think
Yeah, I'm like struggling.
it like you can
All
see
the
it
roots are like
force it.
snapping off the end of the staff.
against it, and then it blinding speed just bursts through it and follows through and attacks Tom. Tom,
Yes, sir.
what? That is a 16. That does not hit.
Macerino.
And it's going to try and take another swipe at you, and that's a miss as well, as it kind of like goes quickly twice to try and
You're freaking
hit you.
trash. Okay.
And then it would be well, unless you could do anything else, Pip, on your turn.
Well, that was just my reaction, right?
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it'd be your turn.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm like pulling out all the little bits of roots that haven't like fully fallen off the staff.
As it kind of connects with Tom's armor and like
And I'm going to. You didn't get hit at all, eh, Tom? You're too tanky. Okay.
That's why I'm the king of the Buff Boys Wood, baby. Let's go.
the almighty.
So I go, the earth fails me, but the sky will rule. And I'll like raise my staff and cast Moonbeam on the creature.
Okay.
Fourth
Oh,
level. That's a Constitution 17.
On 17.
He ain't got this.
Oh,
He ain't
that's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Roll your freaking damage.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Here we go.
Am I
21.
off the Moonbeam? Does it heal me instead? That'd be amazing.
21 damage.
Yeah, 21 radiant.
Beautiful. And as the moonbeam touches down and hits it, it lets out a horrid shriek, and the ooze dissipates, and the skull of the stag remains where it was standing.
Floating?
No, in like the pool of black ooze.
Where's the peach?
Oh, the peach is still in front of you.
I picked the peach up.
You pick it up and turn it, and it is like completely rotten on the other side, and like is soft and nasty, and there's worms coming out of it.
I chuck it as far as I can throw it. Just like,
Disappears, and you don't hear it thunk.
very good. Does anybody want this?
Are we still in combat?
You are not.
Oh, I moved the Moonbeam out, like, so that we can go to the skull.
Wait, are you asking if we want the peach?
No, I already tossed the peach. The skull.
Yes. Wait. What do we want?
Should we just destroy this thing?
Let me take a look at it.
It's a pile of ooze. Is it not already destroyed?
Let's go.
Bones.
Perhaps. I don't know why I feel the need to collect these bones.
I pick up the skull.
Stirring.
You pick up the skull, and you get a flash in your mind, and it's Boneman holding his backpack,
God.
rattling with bones, hunched over with his bone staff. He's looking at you, oddly, a little happy. But there's a twinge of something behind his eye that you don't quite see. He's usually wily, and he goes, "Yes, Pip, my boy. Looking strapping, strong, my lad."
Master, what are you doing here?
Pip, if you could hear me, make sure to finish your training, my boy. Finish your training. and make sure the young one is ready. And he fades off. And the smoke gets thick again around you, and you hear the
Alamo times. I'll stash the skull away.
Wait, how big is the skull?
It's huge. It's like a full stag.
Oh,
skull.
crap. Okay.
Like poke it
Strap
out.
it on
on
your
your
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll strap it.
You just have the two antlers like coming out like wings.
Oh, make it even more difficult for me to walk.
So is there actually like a little cave, like a grotto, or?
Yeah, it's still there, but you do hear the voice coming from behind you.
Also, I think I'll
do-
inspect the grotto a little bit. Just
Go check
once.
what's inside. Just quickly.
Schmoopsy, come. Stick around in here.
Yes.
What do you smell?
You look inside, and it just seems like a cave that an animal would live in. There's just piles of like discarded bones from meals, and just really that, just in piles.
Trying to save the future. Bones and ice cubes. And worms.
No worms here. Rocky.
I pitched them all with the apple. Should have pocketed.
Oh yeah. They're way perfectly good money.
So Tom,
go. Does anyone need anything here?
I'll collect a few of the intact bones.
And
For time's sake.
these seem pristine to you, Pip. You don't know why they do, but it seems like something Boneman would love.
Someone was very hungry. But it... All right. No, I think that is it. Should we entertain this jester that is outside?
I mean, I'm kind of curious at this point. Like, who's singing?
You make your way back, and this time, as soon as you come out of the cave, you could see like it almost like the forest shifted a little bit, and you could see clear through the lines a little clearing where a camp is, and a huge fire burning and smoke, and a large figure, massive, probably at least 50 feet.
That's big. That's big.
Hell yeah.
Is it 50 or 15?
50.
50.
50. 50 G's. Okay.
Okay. Fucking hell. Oh, we see him. We see him. past the trees.
And you could like the voice almost rumbles a little bit from this distance, proximity, if you will. You hear is or is rock, baby. A rock will burn a fire in your heart. And he trails off, and you hear the beat of a drum going through.
Well, let us introduce ourselves.
Tom Castellan, Giant Slayer.
Hi, I'm.
Has quite the
Orly.
ring.
I feel like I have to like shout though, like up.
And you're shouting as you're making your way through, and you can't. He doesn't notice you at all, and you kind of notice what he's doing. And you see, like, there's this massive wooden bowl that's connected to like this gear, a crank handle, and he's like turning it, and it's churning as he's like slapping down on this drum to kind of invigorate himself. And you can see on the trees around there's like strips of bark kind of like ripped off, and piles of it like crumpled into like this mulch. And after like a second of like grinding, he'll like reach in and take the pulp and like spread it on this film. And through the film, it looks like sheets of paper that seem to form, and he picks them up and dries them. My brother don't hurt me, baby. Left me with this burning scar. And he like reaches in to this scar near his heart, and a hot, odd flame that's trickling with a red that you've never seen before, deep and crimson. As he pulls it out, winces a bit, and slaps it down on the big wooden bowl, and it heats up. And he mulches back, but he doesn't notice you, and you're able to basically like walk right up to him without him noticing at all.
Fire and wood don't seem like a good combination.
And he like boom, 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 and the drum echoes out. He goes and turns, and you can hear the wind as he turns his head, and this gorgeous cyclops peers down at you. This beautiful, like olive purplish skin, long
Can we see his
red
head?
hair, and gorgeous eye. Can you see what?
Like, he's 50 feet tall. Can we see, like...
You can't really see his features too much, but he goes, huh?
Except for at his feet, yeah, we're like...
And he bends down to like pop a squat, and you see this massive eyeball, beautiful eyeball. Everyone give me a little charisma save as you look into his eye.
Oh. Charisma.
24?
18.
You're
2?
muted, Burnsy.
24.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
24, 18. 2? Oh,
You're muted,
Orly
Peter.
and Tom, you're able to kind of keep it together as you look into his eye, and like he's gorgeous, and you know, usually you don't get taken aback this way, but it's kind of hard sometimes to form words, but you catch yourself in steel. But Pip, you're you're stumbling. This beautiful eye reminds you of like good memories in the protector's wood for some reason, and they flash into your mind and fade momentarily, of like just nice moments of sipping tea with bone men, or hunting, or just taking the nights to yourself, and they flash in your mind and fade, flash in your mind and fade. And a quick one shows up of a little protege you had, a little badger girl, and then it fades away quickly, but something lingers there where you know somebody's missing back home other than Bone. And as you kind of pull yourself together, that seems to distract you, and it's a little hard to concentrate as you're talking to this beautiful Cyclops. And he goes, who's the little people? When he bends down more, and a gust of wind kind of pushes you guys back. Percy sent you.
Percy.
No.
Hello, good sir. My name is Tom Castle. These are my companions. Search boy,
Hello.
Sir Orley. What is your name?
My name.
Of course, not to forget, this is Schmoopsy.
And he like reaches over like a massive finger and goes to kind of like gently scratch Smoochy on the head. He goes, she's beautiful. I'm Brooklyn P. Papermaker.
Brooklyn P. Papermaker.
That's right.
Good to meet one of your undeniable beauty.
Pretty gorgeous yourself. And he goes back up and gives the film a little, like, takes some more mulch out of the bowl and spreads it again and gives it a little shake to make like a bunch of little paper and hangs them up. And he bends back down. If Percy didn't send you, what are you doing here?
We followed a flower?
A flower.
Yeah, that one. I'm like point to like the compass in Pip's hand.
That's just a stick.
Oh, where'd the flower go?
Well, this Percy you speak of, and I'm like trying to avoid making eye contact with him, which is really hard because it's taking up literally our entire vision.
Yeah, he's just like
I'm just looking down at the ground.
staring down at you, and he seems like look at you more and like sniff you every once in a while.
This Percy, this Percival. We have heard this name before.
You smell like him.
No, we are looking for him.
That don't sound right. And he goes back up and goes to start grinding his thing again. Rock ain't gonna fall for no tricks no more.
Mr. P?
And he like
Perhaps,
bends back down.
perhaps one of your stature and perhaps someone such as you would know of a man of equal stature, one Lord Avenir Rose, equal at least.
Avenir Rose.
Yes.
And he
Of course you have heard of him. You would know. You seem
like
to lay of the land.
touches the tree next to him, and the grains in the wood seem to like shift to like open up into like this diamond shape, and it like kind of like fades and seems almost like a crystal, but still kind of barky. And he like kneels back further down, like almost like lying down to look at you guys. Massive eye. You're from the outside.
I know not.
I
Wound up in these woods after a grave battle for my lord.
Lord Avenir Rose is known for cobalt crystals. And he turns it, he like shifts from you and looks at Orly and looks at the staff you're holding. And then looks at Pip and the staff he's holding too. And goes, and you too? Are you from the outside?
At one point I was. I've been living here for a few years now.
And you, Woodman?
From the wood.
And he kind of like puts his hand on the crystal, and a light, or on the tree that kind of fade into like crystal, and a light kind of shimmers, and a like smaller version of him projected in the light shows up next to you guys. So he's like standing, touching the tree with his eyes closed. This one's still like 20 feet tall, but it's a little easier to communicate with you guys this way.
It's like half his size. But...
Yeah. And Pip, looking at this projection, you're able to hold yourself together.
Yeah,
a
I
little
like look
more.
like, oh, all right. How inconvenient.
Two from the outside and one from here.
Does
Asking
that make
Ruckus P for something.
Does that make a
What do you
difference?
remember of the outside? Hmm.
Do we remember everything, or do we forget things?
Orly, I would say you do remember your whole time on the outside. As well, there was gaps before, but here, talking to him, it seems like your memory is less foggy, and you can remember back home very clearly.
Okay. Everything?
And you, Tom? You, Tom,
Size. Yeah.
don't remember much of your childhood.
Mhm.
But you do very clearly now have memories of training with the Lord Abenier. But you are still looking the way you do now. And training with your garrison and going on missions for him and aiding him in his collection of these blue cobalt crystals. You weren't quite sure what he did with them, but you knew they were very important and they were a big part of his industry.
That's all I need to know, baby.
And you, Knight?
I remember. I remember my time. But I do not remember how I came to this place.
It's the funny thing about this place. Plays tricks on you, does things to you. There's the mist and the ooze. The
Like,
wandering mist. Go on.
is it mist or is it smoke?
Oh, that's all me, baby. And you like see he like the projection breaks for a second, and he like wakes up, and you see him like reach up into the tree, and he takes down like this massive, like it looks like a baseball bat, and he like puts it to his mouth, and he like takes like a huge inhale, and this ember kind of like burns from his chest and then burns at the tip of like what looks to be like a bat or like a huge piece of sage almost, but like harder, and it like lights up, and he exhales, and it like fills up the area. So that's my blaze bat.
Are we getting like a second hand from this? Like,
Up. Oh yeah. Give me give me a little constitution at
I'll fail.
disadvantage.
I fail.
Constitution at disadvantage, you're saying?
Yeah, you're so close.
Yeah, this is like a 50-foot behemoth taking it in with his lung capacity and blowing it like. Yeah, 2 plus 5 plus 3 that's 10.
Oh yeah, you guys are ripped. Your eyes kind of like squint a little bit, and you're gonna take -2 to intelligence-based rolls for the next hour.
Okay.
It's fine by me.
Fair enough.
Kind of. Oddly though, Ori, you get twice as perceptive. Orly.
Okay.
What?
I get more.
What?
You're like honing in to like everything right now, like every little twitch he does, every movement. He goes,
I'm gonna need me some of that.
I got you, baby. And he like touches it, the tree again, and the projection comes back. Goes. The mist disorientates you, takes your memories when you stay in it too long. This wood provides, and when you're here long enough, you have no reason to leave. And there's the ooze. That stuff gets on you. It's game over, baby.
What?
You speak of the nether.
Can you guys hear me?
No, I cannot.
No, Shadim, your audio just went.
Nope.
No luck. Maybe you have to scream louder. You have to scream louder, man.
Curse the DMs have had this week.
I
CJ,
feel like he's just
Shadim.
You just see his mouth moving. It's just.
All right.
So what's the plan? What are we trying to accomplish now? Do we know where?
I've lost everything.
Where was the flower leading us really?
To Percival.
Percy.
Right. But it brought us
Okay.
here.
So this guy knows Percy though.
Yeah.
He knows Percy, but he doesn't like him.
Fair.
I think whatever piece of paper Percy wrote his letter on that I used for the spell, it brought us here.
There was this kind of paper.
As making paper.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's making papes.
Or making papes, yeah.
To be fair.
And yeah, okay. So we should just ask this guy if he knows how we can find
Yeah.
Percy.
But you said we smelled like him for some reason. Or I smell like him.
Huh. Interesting. I mean, I have a scarf that he gave me. I would thought I would smell like him at the very least.
What are your opinions on this Percival?
Percival?
Mm-hmm.
He seemed friendly enough, but then he started asking to steal other people's woods, or other people's deeds. That's a little shady.
Sketch.
Yeah, didn't he offer you
Yeah.
a deal or something?
Yeah, he was saying if I take someone else's deed and give it to him, he'll trade my own part of the wood to me.
What?
Yeah, like he'll give me the deed of where I live.
Oh, I see.
I don't trust him.
Yeah, shady dealings.
And this Mr. Ruckland doesn't like him, so. And I kind of like this guy. He's big and hot. So.
We don't know if Percy's hot though. If that is a qualifying factor.
Do you hear me now?
So.
Yes?
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Fucking VOD Ninja keeps doing that thing where it's like fucking bouncing your sources. I don't know why he keeps doing that lately.
Me neither, bud. Me neither.
Where was I? Fuck.
He had just put his hand on the crystal. He had come back at his projection form because he'd gotten Orly second-hand high. And Orly said, I'm going to need some of that. And he said, I got you.
Yeah, it says, I got you. And like, before he touches the crystal, actually, no, he just touches it. And he comes back down towards you guys. He goes, the mist. That's what will get you. It'll disorient you, confuse you, distort your mind. The forest provides, so you have no reading the leaf and the ooze. It's the nasty stuff. That'll change you, morph you, mutate you,
So, yeah, the
combine together,
third.
and you a whole different person, baby.
He has a third name now. The Wither, the Nether, and the Ooze.
That's the sticky stuff, the sap, the seeping ooze.
Yes, we've dealt with the sap before. We learned to clean it too.
Brew. We got Brew to fix it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You learn to clean it up. I got a nephew who'd love to hear that.
Yeah, the
Wish I could have met him. Stuck here watching through this crystal, and he like touches it. And he goes, I don't know why I'm saying all this to you guys. What do you need from Ruckus P? Rucklin P.
We need Percival.
You need Percy. For another one of his contracts.
I have questions.
Why are you coming to me?
I was led to you. I thought I could find Percy, but it seems I was brought here instead.
Brought here? This stupid wood.
But you know Percy, yes?
I know Mr. Peevers. Yes.
Would you be
I've
willing
deal
to
with him.
help
too.
us find him?
Maybe. He usually finds me. But I know where he stays. And he like the crystal dissipates the illusion and he goes back to grinding. How about you boys make a deal?
Deal with Percival.
Are you gonna like tell us what the deal is?
A deal with me.
Yeah, but what does it entail?
Why would I need to make it? What is happening?
I'll tell you where he stays. You help me get out of here.
Like out of the woods?
Out of the woods.
How can you're huge? How can you not just like step out?
This place is powerful. Many years ago, I was from another city, bustling. People lined up for miles just to get in. It was beautiful. And I want to get back. Something's coming. I can feel it. He like itches by his heart, and you see the red glow kind of burn under his vest.
My only thing is like I'd like to be able to help you, but if you can't get out, what makes you think that we can help you get out?
I'm trying to get out of this wood since I woke.
And he like and like takes his massive hand and points at Pip. Something about him's the same as Percy. He could do it.
I think
No,
it
we
would get
can't.
us out of the wood.
Then I accept your deal.
Thank you.
You've been holding out on me this entire time, dirty boy.
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to leave the wood. Go back to Lord Avenue Rose.
No, I do not understand. Perhaps I might learn something. If we cannot get him out, I might be able to get you out.
Very well.
But you could feel it, can't you, Woodman?
I
The
feel many
change.
things. Oh, yes, yes.
Rapid, wild, chaotic. Being put into order. And he like takes one of the papers that are drier. And he pulls this like box out of his hand, and it's kind of like shaped like a stamp, where like there's a little bit of a handle, a dip, and then like a large square, and you can see it. All of you guys like clearly could feel and even see a weird pulse of magic emanating from it. And he reaches into that flame again and presses it on the stamp. And you see it like singes his hand, and it singes the stamp, and it stays glowing hot. It goes, I don't know why, but I can feel it. You, Woodman, and your compatriots flow with something that will change this place. And I want out. Percy has having me use this. And he like reaches down to show you this like massive box in his hands. This, as he told me, is the binding star. Contractually binding things. When things are put down with these paper made from this wood, a contract of sorts is formed. And he's been having me use this. And he like reaches on his scar that pulses again. Scar left by my brother. To change this wood to how he sees fit. He was supposed to let me out. I've been doing this for far too long.
Is that like a curse or something?
What? This? And you see like it kind of like drops a little bit of like something molten that burns up in the atmosphere. And like, this? It's a memento from my brother.
Because I mean, I can try and help if you want it.
Shall we enact vengeance upon your...
Yeah, you could try. You could try and heal it if you like.
Well, because I'm trying to get an idea of what I think it is. Like,
Mhm.
is it a curse? Is it a disease? Is it like magical in nature? What? So,
Yeah,
I don't know what what role would I have to do. Is it a medicine?
give me
is it an arcana? Like
an arcana. Yes.
arcana. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Ooh, the old Baldur's Gate.
You want me to bless you at the same time?
I mean,
Let me bless you, my friend. You'll get absolutely blessed.
That's blast.
That's another
all
just
right, that's 21.
Ooh, with a 21, you peer into this old magic. That it is really something you've never seen or come across before. Something so ancient and vile that it almost makes you nauseous to peer into it. And you get this feeling of something truly otherworldly. More than anything you felt here, where here things feel kind of natural in this odd way. But this is something that runs deep, is very ancient, and uncontrollable.
But like magical, is it?
Yes,
Yes,
extremely,
magical.
extremely magical.
Is it some sort of like curse or disease, or is it not known to me?
It's like more of like an infection, I guess, like an open wound
Interesting.
that doesn't seem to like spread.
Hmm.
Did he hear me when I asked, shall we enact vengeance on your brother for this slight?
And tears run down his eye, and even out of the projection, massive tears glob down. I love my brother, no matter what he's done. The fact that I'm alive is proof that there's some good left in that man. And maybe my nephew, although I never met him, I know he's going to turn around for himself, turn things around. Sorry. No
You're more than
vengeance.
welcome to say that such things. I don't think what I currently have at my disposal is enough to do anything, but I can maybe at least ease your pain.
No, this right here is my punishment for not doing enough. And he like takes the burning hot stamp and stamps down on this massive piece of paper. And then rips a small piece off for you guys, and hands it to you, Pip. And as you do, letters start to form, and a contract, quite like the deeds, is formed, stating that Pip of the Protector's Wood, Tom Castellan, and Orly, I always forget your last name.
Hud.
Hud, yeah, so simple, yet always forget it. Orly Hud shall help Ruckland P escape the wood, should they get the chance.
No, this is wrong. Remove their names.
I mean, I don't mind.
No, you are not from here.
No,
That's my
Responsibility.
but that might mean I have more of a chance of getting out.
How
Agreed.
so? You are binding yourself to this contract, and we've seen that this is not natural. We can bind you here forever.
But he doesn't want to stay here forever.
I gotta get back to Rowan.
Which means that it would be at his disadvantage to trick us and keep us here.
I have a
It doesn't
feeling
benefit him in any way.
he'll know I've done something like this now. He gave me this, and I'm not quite sure how it works. But
Why can't he use it?
I don't know. He didn't say. But he said he needed me and this fire.
And you got the fire because your brother almost killed you?
Stabbed me. And right when he was gonna finish me off. Had to change her heart. Opened up a portal. Say he didn't want to know where. Never come back.
That's heavy.
And I've been stuck here ever since. Don't know how long. I've just kept growing and mourning and growing. But not too long ago, I learned this bad boy. And he like touches the tree and it like shimmers. I've been getting glimpses of him and his deeds and some of my nephew. But that's all I've had of home.
Yes, well, we are very sympathetic to your cause. I, too, wish to return home. So I do swear that if I do find a way to return or to leave this cursed wood, and I have the chance and opportunity to share it with you, I will.
Thank you.
For you, from the look of you, appear to be a very powerful ally. So you will help me, and I will help you. I don't need this contract. Just a sportsman's handshake, sir. And I go to handshake at the real big guy.
He like puts a finger down. You shake and a glow appears on the contract and your signature shows up on it anyway with that handshake.
Locked in.
Woodman.
Very well. Just like nick my thumb and put my blood on the paper.
It absorbs into the paper, and Pip of the Protector's Wood shows up. And you, Orly?
Oh, I mean, I already said I would help you.
Agreed. He reaches his finger over to you.
I slapped the contract.
You slap it, and your a glow pops up, and your signature shows up on it. We're done. Remember this promise, Woodman. I promise I'll help if I can. If Percy doesn't do anything about this. And he goes back. Rook's gonna blaze up.
Wait, what can you tell us about Percy before you send us out?
Yeah, let's give us some information. You said you could help us.
Oh, what?
You were going to tell us where he is and where we can find him.
Can you tell like what
Right.
else about it? Like his history?
Tell us about him, yes.
Can you bring the illusion out, please?
Oh, sorry. He like touches it, and he was like, got so excited about it. Back home. No, I seen that place built with my brother. He like touches it and projects back. Percy stays in a villa in a town called the Front.
In a town
Get it
called what?
off most main roads from most forests, but I think that might be changing now. He's getting more weary. Once told me he wanted to make a safari of sorts. And these contracts were going to be his lots, his way of controlling the pieces. And he reaches behind. Reaches behind him and into his like pocket. And pulls out a paper. And it's like a projection, obviously. And he goes, this was the first contract he wrote to show me how to do it. Maybe this could help you find him. And he breaks the projection and pulls out this massive piece of paper and bends it down to you. And at the bottom is the original, kind of like taped to it. that's like your size.
I guess I'll take it. I want to read what it says.
It doesn't really say anything. It's just like a template up top. It says, yeah, it just says template. At the bottom, it says signed by the executives of exhibition, and it says sign to your name here, state condition, time, and like just basically like a layout of like how to make it.
So a template.
Yeah.
Interesting. And what do you get out of doing this for him?
Back when I didn't fully remember, I signed it. It was to have somewhere that feels more like home. But
And
it distorted to this. And as I remembered, I realized he kept me here far too long.
but
He
does
has
this
no
feel like
intention of
home?
letting me out.
No, but his part of the contract is saying that he needs to provide you someone that feels like home, right?
And I think that's why this crystal showed up in this tree. I feel more at home than ever.
Can you show us your deed?
I guess. And he like reaches into the crystal this time, and it kind of pulls into the tree, and he pulls out this like massive contract and puts it down. You kind of have to like walk.
Oh my gosh. Wait, no, when you say massive, is like the font size massive, or is it literally just that long?
The font size is massive too.
Okay. Okay. It's quite difficult to read at this size.
And
Could you read it aloud to us,
yeah,
word
says
for word?
Ruckland P. Yes, by decree of Percival Peevers, I shall provide you with all you need to feel at home. And should, all you need to feel at home. And and it says, and when my superiors grant me the leeway to return you home, I shall return you post haste. Signed, Percival Peevers, and then under, by decree of the executives of exhibition.
You wouldn't happen to know who the executives of exhibition are, would you?
Not a clue. But back home, we knew of other domed cities sprinkled throughout our world. Perhaps it's another one of those. Somewhere in this cursed wood. Mm.
So has Percival held up his end of the bargain? Has he provided you everything you need to feel at home?
And he like sadly looks at the crystal. This is the closest thing I'll get to home without being there.
Right, but it says everything you need. If you don't have everything you need, he's in breach of contract.
This is all my heart needs. And he like looks
Oh.
at it,
Well,
and like the scar aches. I wish things turned out different. And he seems very like stuck in a moment. That seems to wash over his face a lot as he thinks to himself and turns back to you when he's talking. If only there's a way to go back. to the past.
I don't know anything that can do that, but I think you're making it too easy for him. If this is all you need to feel like home, then you wouldn't want to go home again. Because you already feel like you're there. But if you don't feel like you're at home, then that end isn't being held up. And so it shouldn't be binding.
So I should seek him out.
He's right.
And I've been wasting my time here making these fucking contracts for him.
I'm just saying, if the binding thing that you're using is supposed to keep everyone, like above board and make sure they're doing what's signed, then shouldn't everything be done to what you need? That doesn't seem to be the case here.
Maybe what I needed is a way out to feel at home.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right. You're right. And you'd see he like gets up and the big gust of wind, the crystal dissipates. He was already standing actually. The crystal dissipates and he moves and grabs his bat and puts on his back. And he rips the tree with the crystal out of the ground, pulls it down, and see like his muscles like bulging, and the wound burns up and he starts to like bleed from it as he's forcing this huge tree down, and it uproots and crashes. He places his hand on the bark of the crystal around it and starts to like rip it off and like rip it out until there's like this solid crystalline chunk of bark out of the tree. Maybe I've been too trusting, idle. My brother always said that was my problem. I'm gonna find my way out.
I mean, it will definitely help.
That's the spirit, sir.
Time to clean up this mess.
But you've known Percival for a while now. Is there anything you can tell us that might help us when we meet him?
There's many of them.
Oh yeah, I met one. A really old one that was used as a messenger. He was a mailman.
I see that one a lot. But the one with the pinstripe suit, dapper man, slick back hair, that's the one you were looking for. That's the real Percy.
That was the one Ulysses was looking for.
The rest are some sort of copy.
Like a clone?
I don't know. Something. But you see the pinstripe suit and that wicked smile on his face, you know that's the real Percy.
Good to know. And so he's where? Like you said he was in the town specifically, but like which direction is that?
He like
he said you know where he's staying.
smiles at Pip. He goes, you know where to find him. He like, I gave you the original. That should take you to him.
I see. Thank
Do you
you.
know any place called the Inn's Inn or Bobby Business?
Oh, Bobby. I know Bobby.
You do?
Everyone knows
No one
Bobby.
knows. We talked to like a whole town of people, and they had no idea who Bobby was.
Yeah, the proprietor of the Inn's Inn.
Oh, well, that would make sense.
Once you're in, baby.
Where is that?
Mm. I don't know. Bobby shows up when you need him. Or if you have a meeting.
Only shows up when we need him? What does that mean?
If you don't
Oh,
know
no.
It means he's
now.
Bobby business.
Whenever I know I need more supplies, Bobby shows up.
Do you need supplies now?
No, I'm gonna get out of here. There's another Percy I need to see first.
Oh. Okay. Maybe we just need to call for supplies, and then Bobby Business will come to us.
Maybe. He like takes up the big chunk and he goes, "Thank you." And taps his heart.
Is he
And,
still
like,
bleeding?
He is. And it's still like
Freaking feel
glowing.
that,
But
please?
he's not like paying it any mind. And you see like the ember like pulse every once in a while.
Yeah, it's not much. I'm still gonna cast a Cure Wounds on him. 16 points of healing.
You focus in on it, and light kind of shimmers around it, but and it does stop the bleeding, but the burning continues.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting to take away the burning, but at least stop him from bleeding all over the place.
He like takes the bowl, like takes his shirt, kind of like wraps it in it, takes a big branch and puts it on the stick, and puts the crystal in the bowl too. Goes, haven't met someone from the outside in so long. Thank you for reminding me. If you want something, you gotta go get it.
That's what we're told.
And he gets up and starts walking off. Is you is, or is you way, Brooks, baby? As he steps through the forest, and you're left here to stand in the smoldering wood. This brand new template in front of you, and maybe some questions left lingering on your mind.
So where's your flower pointing now?
Oh, I stopped the spell.
Oh. Do we have to do it again with the original
Yes,
thing?
yes. Well, the flower was burning away. It was something about this wood. It was destroying it and causing it to act all nethery. So we must rest a night, and then I will have enough strength to use it again.
Is it still like smoky everywhere?
Yeah. But it's
Uh,
dissipating as he's walking away with his bat.
It's just following him.
Yeah. Like you could still kind of see like burning up, but these trees are so massive, but that smoke doesn't like affect you.
Do we do here? Like, take a little break?
There's the cave that we found.
I don't know if it's big enough, and it's such like littered with bones and.
Seems fine to me.
I guess for a short break, it wouldn't be too bad. Pip's like, Orly's like looking around to see if there's anything better than in quick view.
No, not around here. This seems like it's just his like workstation. Or even like he didn't really quite care about building a home or anything like that. He's been so fixated on this crystal and things that have been going on back home that he's kind of neglected every other
Cheers.
part of his life. Oh, cheers. Yes.
I have a couple questions.
This man wasn't sleeping.
Not much.
But I guess, was there any? Is it like a bed somewhere, or is it just?
You see there's like an imprint on like a tree where it seems like he'd lean against this one tree and sleep kind of sitting up.
Looks like a silhouette.
He was not kind to himself.
Poor guy. I have a couple questions. Did he take his paper?
He took well, actually this fresh paper, no, but it's all blank.
It's all blank. And did he take the box?
He did take the box
Okay.
with him.
All right.
Well, we could look for another place. We still have the whole day ahead of us, question mark.
It's like evening. Well, it's like late afternoon now.
Never mind.
Time seems to pass normally, like most of like your home, Pip.
I mean, we can look around, but we had a backup at the very least.
Yes. This is
Yeah.
true.
You look around and you see like all the instruments he was using making the paper, but it's you're kind of taken aback at just how much of it there is. And he seems to have like this little like slicer where he'd like make it into like the smaller pieces that you guys would use, but it seems like there's hundreds of papers kind of like hanging and drying. And this seems like someone was planning something big here.
Should we take it?
Perhaps some.
I'll start like mage hand, like pulling them down.
Yeah, they're like stacking in front of you.
Though I am not fond of these contracts, to tell you the truth.
I don't think these have any contracts per se.
No, but they're used to make contracts.
Oh yeah, but if we have them, no one else can use them to make contracts.
Well, what's the point of carrying them around?
We can also just burn them.
That we can.
Do you try and burn them?
We'll need a fire this tonight.
Beautiful. You guys make camp here?
Feels comfortable enough for a giant?
Comfortable enough for y'all.
Hey, man.
What is the imprint of a 50-foot being in a tree?
It's just like a crater. Like,
So, can we use that as?
I guess they're like, yeah. It's got like
So-
hollowed out grove in the tree that has like this nice like covering for you guys because it's so big at that point, you know. You see, with him
Fire
gone,
camps.
some of the critters start coming back, and it's a lot of these like fiery squirrels that seem to come down and chitter.
Cute.
Let him chitter away.
And you get your supplies, maybe sit and look for some food. And there's these like basically like it's almost like there's like apples that seem to be like cooked to perfection in some places. You find a couple of those. and you're able to like sit and have this tent, this camp. Do you try and burn the papers?
We could try.
Yeah.
See, yep, you take them, you put them in, and these actually do burn. And the fire seems to burn brighter and healthy flame when you're taking in this warmth. And I'll say you'll get 10 temporary hit points. As
Burning
paper
these pieces of paper
warms you up.
does not.
Thing is, temporary hit points leave after a long rest.
Oh, well, that doesn't help. I'll say inspiration.
Also leaves.
Really? Oh, well, say it doesn't leave. You keep it. Yeah, and the sounds of this part of the wood that you'd seemed quite devoid before seem to fill the air.
All right.
Is there anything you'd like to do before you take your long rests?
Or you'll take first watch.
Butte. You take first watch, and at some point, well, like an hour into the watch, you feel that presence again. That thunder, thick, hot, thunderous air. That feels like the air is thick and hot, and like a storm is going to brew up at any moment. Some ways off, but staying there.
Pip, we don't have to worry about that then.
Like a good
Like
distance
it's not
away,
moving,
or
right?
like
You're saying it's not moving?
You have like 100 feet away, kind of past the tree line. You don't see it, but you could feel it again.
gonna
Orly.
call out.
Pip, I assume you're still awake too, because you don't need to sleep.
No. I mean,
Or are you sleeping?
I think I do. No, I think I still have to take the 8 hours.
Right. But you could wake up earlier than everyone if you.
Yeah, so I'll take last watch or something.
You.
I do want to call out to this presence.
What do you say?
You can come out now. I don't know if you're following us or something, but we can just talk. My name's Orly. What's yours?
I just think after a few moments, you feel the presence coming towards you. And after a little bit, when they're obviously in earshot, you could hear the footsteps. And you could still feel that a little bit of like that electricity in the air a bit. And Pip, as this figure is approaching in your sleep, you have a very vivid dream. Of you and your late master. Well, maybe not late. Your missing master. Fimore Jimmy Bowenman Spinebeck. Waking up. Son, something feels amiss. Something is different in the Protector's Wood. And you're almost living out this dream, it seems. You wake up next to your master as he shoots up and he goes, Pip, my boy, do you feel that?
Feel what? Or feel what? Am I like a child or something?
Yeah, you talk back
Feeling.
In your regular voice, and it stays that way for a moment, and then kind of goes up a couple octaves as you. Wasn't yeah, it goes up a few octaves. It's not too long ago,
Go.
but long enough. Actually, you're an elf. Yeah,
I've only have a couple layers of layers.
of furs.
Yeah.
He goes, my boy, Pip, do you feel that?
What is it? What do you feel?
It's a presence. A storm is brewing, my boy. Come. And he taps you. He goes, don't forget the femurs and the skulls. We may need them. We may need them. Wards, my boy, wards.
I never forget them. They're in my furs, of course.
Yes, okay. And what of the pinky bones?
I did forget those.
Yes, those are for good luck. And if we
What
need to
good
give any tips. Yes. Come. And he like jumps out like the window of
Okay.
the second story of your tree.
Yeah, I like go down the spiral staircase, collect the pinky bones.
And you hear like a clattering of bones outside, and then like him, then no sound at all. And he goes, Pip, my boy, what are you waiting for? Where are those bones? Hurry.
I have the bones. I have them. What is so important about this storm? We've seen storms plenty of times.
But this one's alive, my boy, alive. Do you not feel that electricity? Come. And he's come scuttling through,
And I follow after him.
kind of like pushes through some brush. Then like there's like a perfectly good path like right next to you guys, but he chooses to like rummage through like some like thorny brush. He goes, oh yes, difficulty makes life spicy, my boy. And he's hacking away. Now hone into your feelings. What do you feel?
It feels like it might rain.
Yes, and what else? What else, my boy?
I kind of take a look around me. Try and take in the sounds of the leaves rushing in the wind, and the building up of the humidity as it approaches.
And amidst that, you feel a spark of life in the direction that Boneman is moving. And you feel a little bit more what he's talking about, this new, something born anew. And the, I guess, like heat and electricity from that reaction seems to beckon to you in the direction that he's moving in.
I feel it, Master. And
Yes.
sort of close my eyes and like follow after him. Maybe even stepping ahead of him.
Oh, yes, that's the way. You're always better at me than this. And you push through, and you come through a particularly thick part that seems quite dark, and you brush through, and he's like, oh, yes, you're seeing the veils, my boy. Good. And he follows you through, and you show up in this forest that's littered with these kind of like dead trees, and sort of at moments you see lightning coming down and hitting these trees and them burning. And they don't seem too large, but they seem new. But every time they get hit by this lightning, they don't seem to burn up completely. They just kind of glow for a while and heat up with this beautiful glow, and then it dissipates. And this seems to be a natural process here. And he goes, my boy, what did I tell you about the different portions, the different veils?
Remind me what?
Sometimes a portion of the wood is an imitation of the outside, my boy. And we'll get pockets like this. Something natural but unnatural. The wood wants to expand, and expand we shall let it. And it will pick up these new tricks. Look there, and he points to this one tree that keeps getting struck repeatedly. Well, a lot more than the other ones, where it seems kind of random. This one seems rhythmic, clockwork. Hits this tree, it burns up and goes away. And the other ones go, and it hits this one, burns up, and it goes away.
Is it safe, Master?
Is our line of work always safe? Is that the question you should be asking, my boy?
I want to see it closer.
Then do it.
Close my eyes and approach the rhythmic lightning.
And
Sort of prodding, maybe with like a stick that I have. Not fully a staff just yet. Just a little stick that he carries around with him, pretending like it's a staff.
and kind of mimicking Boneman. And as you're walking behind you, he seems to be putting down bones and crushing them, making like this weird path behind you guys. And the lightning hits trees a little further from you guys. As he's, yes, my boy, with confidence, courage.
Yeah, I'll lean in close to the tree, maybe even like kneel down on a knee, and then I'll like fill my like one fist with pinky bones, and I'll reach out and grab the lightning tree.
You reach out and grab, and where you go to put your hand, you realize that there isn't bark at all. It's open, and you're able to finally hear cutting through the crashes of lightning, the cries of a little baby. And you reach in and pull her out, and it's a little baby, like badger humanoid, wrapped up in a little black cloak.
Doesn't know how to react.
What? And Bowman kind of stops and goes, hurry, quick, to the bones, my boy.
Of course. And I'll rush over.
And he huddles next to you, staff in hand, and the baby looks over at Jimmy, Mr. Spinebeck, and laughs a little bit. And the dream kind of fades away. And we'll cut back to Orly as you're calling out to this character. You see a figure come through that is a badger humanoid, but we'll cut there, and that's where we'll introduce Sir CJ's character next time. And yeah, that's where we'll leave us today in the Chittering Woods.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Siege next time around.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Little break pumpy, but how does everyone feel?
Wait, he's in chat. Is he here? Get in here.
Yo,
He might be indisposed still. Just able to.
I know, I'm just kidding.
type out your character right now.
Right now.
I don't want to take any of these moments away from him. But yeah, you do get that figure, a figure of 5'6", slender and patchy. Slender and patchy, pretty slender and patchy. So you see, like, has these sharp quills jutting out from this beautiful, beautiful character. The CJ's characters are always beautiful. And yeah. How's everyone feel? Any questions? No, there's
plenty of questions.
Oh my gosh.
No, there was a lot. There was a lot there.
It was a lot.
I don't know if it's like obvious, but I'm pretty sure I've said it before to other people. That little baby is Ori.
Yeah.
From my character in Algaron.
She
is from the wood. This is her home. This is why the letters don't get home.
How does she get out? I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, we gotta find out. I don't even think Ori knows how she got out.
Not really, no. But
What
maybe
was Boneman's
this
doing? It must have.
Boneman knows.
I mean, Boneman doesn't even know how to get out. He's freaking lost in the woods himself.
Bone Woods.
In the worst part of the wood. Yeah. But good, yeah.
What was the wood called from the skeletons inside me campaign?
Yeah, did you give it a name?
The Milky Wood.
What?
Because you need milk for bones.
Oh god.
Calcium-rich wood.
Ooh.
No, work in
The
progress.
awesome
Work in progress.
Disgusting.
Ossifying wood.
The Milky Wood.
Yes.
Have you ever traversed the Milky Wood on a hot summer's day?
Has a
I'm
certain
lactose
odor.
intolerant. The very air makes me sick to my
The
stomach.
bones, they slide out of your skin like butter.
That portion where we had to like sacrifice bones to go through that like door.
Oh,
That was
the
amazing.
labyrinth. Yeah.
Yeah. Such a horrid place that fits right at home in the woods.
Just right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Now, hopefully we can go back.
Yeah.
Halloween,
Lot-
maybe.
Ooh,
one point.
please get me back in there.
Yo, come on, let's go.
And a little bit of everything. We got a little bit of Algaron today. We got a little bit of Rowan getting ready for freaking season 3 of Champs.
Is there...
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Bernie in the driver's seat. Ooh, there's gonna be stupid items.
Stupid
It's-
good.
It's gonna be amazing.
We'll see.
Sent me the most disturbing text today.
Oh.
I hate it.
I don't
Yeah,
even know
it's
which one you're referring to.
The
An issue, perhaps.
the bricks. The bricks.
Oh,
We're still alive.
yeah.
Yeah. The flesh bricks. is my
Yeah.
line.
That's,
Yeah.
speak not of dreams. And I won't tell you my nightmares.
That's the next podcast. Bernie just
Mm.
stares blankly at a wall and says his nightmares.
Oh man, I could do that.
Sounds haunting.
I could do that. Sounds therapeutic, honestly.
We get you a binaural like microphone.
I once woke up at a deli,
I don't know
pantsless.
what that
Oh no,
means.
that's a good dream. Sorry.
What's a bi-mural?
Binaural is like the left and right ones, no? For like
Oh.
Like
ASMR.
literally, yeah. That goes into like specific ears.
Oh yeah.
Get you in like a dark room with like a spotlight on you.
You like lean right into it. There's a market. There's a market there.
Oh yeah.
Twitch gone wild. baby.
The
Oh, yeah.
terrors.
Looking into this
Until-
beautiful eye has done something to me.
Oh my goodness! I didn't see the details before. It's beautiful.
The V.
Look at that.
Right.
chin.
Imagine seeing that eye, but it's your entire like vision.
Yeah, if he's 50 feet, what is the eye? Like 6?
Yeah,
7 foot?
at least.
Massive.
Amazing.
At least 5
Sultry.
foot, I would think.
A smooch from this beautiful giant to keep you nice and hydrated.
Amazing.
Oh man.
Ridiculous.
Any questions about
Prince
his
indeed.
history or anything like that?
I mean, we don't know the history. We're going to find out, right?
True. You set him on like a warpath.
He alluded to some things. About his past.
Yeah.
Character and player knowledge separate, but we know.
Yeah, but we're players, so we could talk about what happened.
Yeah, I didn't want to like bastardize too much either.
But it was
so
perfect.
little shooketh. It's such a rich history for Rowan. It's crazy.
It's not history. It never happened. I'm just
Even
making
you,
stuff.
freaking Cheeps, you made so many characters for Algaron. That's fucking insane. Peter's like, just look at this list. Scrolls down. I'm like, there's more. There's more.
I don't know. It's a city.
It's sweet. That's why like everyone feels so like immersive whenever you interact with them in Algaron.
I mean, a lot of people are just very much. I haven't made everyone. I've just made key like figures, like faculty. That's pretty much it. Faculty
very
and council. Everyone else is basically off the cuff.
Good off the cuff. Malikes.
That's what
Those
you
are the
do.
best characters. You come up with on the fly. Man.
You hope.
Yeah, you hope. They're at least quirky. Oh man. But
Does everyone,
yeah.
does everyone have their characters ready for season 3 of Champs?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I know what I want to do. It's there. I have to send it to him. Man, I'm gonna get scolded by this guy. I see his face scrunching up.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many times I gotta ask. Shy and I have talked about our characters. We have exchanged things that I know now. I have tangible things to use.
Yeah. Yeah, I got distracted by getting access to all the classes again because it wasn't there yet. So, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been like over a month.
Yeah.
Over a month.
It's gonna be beautiful once you get it. It's gonna be like 2 sentences of glory. Not of actual glory. I mean, of a beautiful masterpiece.
I'm waiting to be odd.
All I care about is how much smackaroos I'm getting, how many people are in my building. That's it. I just want money.
You'd like to know that. But first, you gotta put freaking pen to paper, and by that I mean type up like spend 20 minutes and type something up and send it to me.
It's coming. It's coming. It's
Those
coming right
juices
now.
flowing.
It's coming right now. Paladin did everyone get their classes, make their characters? What is everyone else? I was gonna go Paladin Rogue. So multi-class.
Pretty sweet. Yeah, that rule still applies, right? The multi-class.
Yeah, the
rule?
multi-class rule.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am a paladin sorcerer.
Ooh.
Oh.
I am a cleric wizard.
2 paladins? I like. We're gonna be so beefy.
To be seen. Agron grown as a way of beating us up anyways.
That it does. Someone pulls something stupid out.
This is New Rome.
Mm.
Or it's even worse.
It's gonna be twice as cutthroat.
It's not like old road. This is New
You
Road.
thought it was bad, but
Everyone's really upset.
Yeah, think about like all the things we've done in the other campaign. Like, how much anger could people get? We literally like destroyed the news station and drove a ship through the city.
And blew up the train.
That's just.
I don't think that's what people are upset at, honestly.
No, I don't
We
think so.
blew up the train.
Only a car of it.
True.
Yeah, honestly, that too. That's not. Well, the blown up the train was bad. You know what? The blown up the train wasn't the bad part. The bad part was the linesman that you fucked up.
Oh,
They
yeah.
fucked with us.
You blew up the train they were on, but
They were guarding something we needed. I don't know what to say.
We had bad information that we didn't fact check. Is kind of on us. Although
Also
Angelo
killed a
was
bunch of
supposed to have
people in
led
that
us
bar.
properly.
Yeah,
Well, Angelo told you to go see Greasy Steve.
Oh,
we did
yeah,
see
we did.
Greasy, but you can't
Yeah.
trust
He gave us the ball.
Greasy. Greasy's
Oh
like
no,
the
you're right. It
last
was
person you
Angelo. It
trust.
was Angelo who gave you the. But you know what the truth is? The truth is that Angelo got the details from Greasy Steve on the track.
No, but Greasy Steve gave us the bomb in which
Yeah,
we
he gave
used.
me the explosives.
They,
Oh,
just,
yeah.
they just send people to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I got a guy.
It's a monopoly.
Yeah, it's the company.
We
I know a
also
guy.
I know.
I gave those dragon breath shots in that bar and destroyed it. That was fun. too.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah.
Look, I mean, you don't give dragon shots away without expecting something to happen.
Yeah, that's
just
funny.
freeze people to death.
That was funny.
Hey, you want a shot? Yeah.
Yeah,
It gives you
dragon breath.
Like shit like that was happening all the time.
Right.
In Rowan. You know, like people
Yeah,
just
it's
getting
the run of the
fucking
mill. It's a Tuesday.
cut down on the street, you know, like unless you're in like really like rich areas of like Sorcerer Springs, of the clerical district of the Archmage's Academy, like everywhere else it's kind of like unless you're in the really rich areas or really like I guess like government areas, you know, they wouldn't like it's a free for all.
And what about and now? You know, I feel like it. I feel like we'll probably get into less shenanigans because it's such a smaller knit community.
Now it's smaller and it's like, but everybody's kind of heated, you know, like there's tension. There's a lot of tension, you know, because you got to think about like all the refugees from all the other districts piled into the Archmage's Academy. And so when the Archmage's Academy teleported, after a time, they're like, we got to get rid of these people. We're overpopulated. And so they dumped them in the area around Pool. So now the Poolians are like, wait, what the fuck? We don't, like, all our resources are getting fucked. And, like, all of our space is taken up all around us, and people are building and things like that.
Yeah, people who are
So-
used to this big industrial city going to this like small plot. Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah. So the Poolians are like, fuck these refugees and fuck the Archmage's Academy. A lot of them. And the refugees are kind of like, fuck people in the Archmage's Academy, because the Archmage's Academy people are like established. The people who already owned there and were like staying there, like they still have all their stuff. Whereas everybody who was a refugee from the others, like, kind of don't. So they were helped out, like, via magic, of course.
Yeah. Then they're
That's
like,
they could, but
go now.
like, you know, yeah, we're gonna stay up here, and just the academy is just like, instead of just being for wizards, it's the academy for everybody. Like everybody goes there to train. It's mandatory.
Ooh.
Oh, mandatory, you say?
Now mandatory to go and train
Restriction.
in the academy when you like reach a certain like age, depending on your race and species.
Oh, that's juicy.
Yeah.
That's fucking juicy. Yeah, I guess
The
with
motto is never again, but there's like tension within the city, and now everybody's kind of like now everybody's kind of like jacked, except for like the old heads, like it's just like new people kind of.
taking advantage of the change, trying to look for that spot to go up. Beautiful. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But I think with that, we'll call it a little early tonight and head out. You know, thank you for joining us. You know, we always appreciate the views, and thank you for sticking through. If you did fully way through for the Chittering Woods, I do this every 2 weeks on Thursdays. Next week it's back to Simon over here on Thursday to good old Agaron High, where we'll get back to our chaotic hijinks. Hopefully we have our boy Dan back.
Well, he'll be there.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
baby. And Tuesday, like always, we have the Ashlands, Ash and Blood with our good man, Uncle Siege. who's not here at the moment, but he's here in spirit. But yeah, EXP. Nah, you don't get nothing yet. You're about to start on your adventure. You get to sit on that good memory you got, and triumphing that creature very quickly. Always forget about the goddamn moonbeam. DMs out there, don't forget about moonbeam. If you got a shapeshifter, you're fucked.
Careful about Moonbeam.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, so thank you for watching. You can catch us on YouTube, where we have all our videos, on X, on Instagram, here on Twitch, at your mama's house if you look real hard. Yeah, so with that, we're Hexagon.
You're trash, okay?
Have a good one.